It's cool. Oh, the animation in this opening is crazy. Holy shit, that action. What's behind the door? This is pretty scary. Holy shit. This goes so hard. The animation is incredible too. The animation yet again looks bonkers. It's so flashy. I'm glad they kept like the opening animation just insane. Oh, the throne. He's coming for the throne. Is this TK? That sounded very TK. Oh, this is badass. This is so cool. He's like sitting on the throne, yeah. Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing something pretty cool. We are going to be checking out the latest opening and ending for Solo Leveling. So I posted a video not long ago where I checked out 2024 openings for the first time, and Solo Leveling was one of them. And then I also did a video with endings, so I checked out the first ending for Solo Leveling. So I've seen the first opening and ending. I will probably include them in this video just to, you know, have everything in one place, I guess. But if you've seen those reactions in those other videos, you know, please, you know, feel free to skip ahead. I will have timestamps in this video where you can check out opening 2 and ending 2 if you just want to skip to those parts. But I will be checking those out today. I'm very excited. I honestly loved that opening and ending. The song in opening 1 and the animation in opening 1 was so kick-ass and so fun, but it was the ending that really drew me, and that ending one for Solo Leveling was so good. It really made me interested. I wanted to know more about the series. I feel like it took what I thought I knew about the series from opening 1 and just spun it on its head. And I can't wait to see what we get in opening 2 and ending 2, if we maybe get some similarities to those other openings and endings, or if they're completely different. I'm really interested to learn more about the series. Like I said, this will have opening 1 and ending 1 in this video as well, so they will be at the beginning. So, you know, feel free to skip ahead if you want to, you know, skip those. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, letting me know your favorite opening or ending, or like your favorite opening and ending, whichever you want to share. I would love to hear. And yeah, I'm just ready to dive right into this. Really excited to see what we're going to get today with Solo Leveling. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, it's getting quieter and then louder. Racking up the kills. Oh, buying potions, that's cool. God level. It's cool. Oh, the animation in this opening is crazy. Holy shit, that action. Solo, is this Solo Leveling? Is he dead? Oh, holy shit, what is happening here? Oh, okay. Yo, we're getting a breakdown? Holy shit, the action is insane. Oh, I need more. I needed more. Oh, it just stopped so like, oh, that was such a tease. That was such a tease right at the end. Like, how can you be like, let's get him, and then like we're about to throw down again only for it to just pull away? That's so cruel. But no, that was sick. That was badass. This is Solo Leveling, released in winter 2024 by A1 Pictures, who did Kaguya, Sword Art Online, etc. Directed by Shunsuke Nakashige, who worked up through latter Sword Art Online seasons. A series Solo Leveling may be a modern successor too. I'm sure a lot of series were inspired by a series like Sword Art Online for sure. Music by the Hiroyuki Sawano. Holy shit, that beat drop is just bouncing in the background. I can already hear it. I can hear the beats being dropped. I can hear them just coming back with crazy instrumentation. I'm based on the popular manhwa written by Chugong and illustrated by the late Sung Rak Chang. The song is Level by Hiroyuki Sawano and Tomorrow Together, who did Black Clover's opening 12. You missed your chance for the solo leveling movie peak at the theater? Ah shit, really? I didn't know there was a movie. Tomorrow Together also do an opening on World Trigger. Oh, that's really cool. One day, gates spawned into the world that linked our own with those of monsters. This event also caused the emergence of superhumans that would organize under the profession of hunters. Hunter x Hunter, beating back the monsters to the point that their worlds could be counter-invaded. Ah, so they can go into the monsters world now through these gates because they fought back so hard. An entire industry thus emerged, with sponsored hunting guilds regularly embarking on missions into the gates to take whatever spoils they can. Sung Jin-Woo is a lowly E-rank hunter until he isn't. No further details. Well, he did say that he would rack up the kills. Let me see. Little boy who lost the bet. I'm racking up the kills. Gotta pay the bills. So way to hit reset. We see him buying legendary healing potions, heroic healing potions. Which ones does he actually buy here? What does he click? Let me see. Oh, he doesn't. It doesn't actually show. Yeah, he just looks like a little guy. The main thing to talk about from this opening, like I know a lot of openings I talk about visuals and stuff that I'm seeing, but the main focus of this opening was to showcase the action animation. The action animation in this series is incredible. The look of the series as well looks great. A1 Pictures, they really do great work, and we did see that across Kaguya. I haven't checked out any of the openings for Sword Art Online, so I'm not really familiar with the work there, but the work in Kaguya openings and the work here, it looks incredible. Like A1 Pictures really have outdone themselves. Let's get them. I wonder if this girl right here, because she kind of fades, she isn't there and then she fades into view, so I wonder if something happened to her and so that made him go on to power up and level up and become this S rank hunter. It's called solo leveling and you're not giving me details on how he levels up, so I'm guessing he goes through it kind of like he levels up slowly but surely and he eventually reaches like level 100. You know, he does the low level dungeons when he needs to get the levels, and he kills the low ranking monsters and he just eventually ranks himself up. This is a Korean artist doing a Japanese song. What? That's insane. Holy shit. Being manhwa, this easily could have been in Korean and I don't think anyone would have complained. There's plenty of songs that are in English. There's songs that have German thrown in there, so like this could have been in Korean and I don't think anyone really could have complained about that. But let me just get a look at this animation right here. It's absolutely bonkers. Like holy shit, look at that shit. That's incredible. Like that's putting sequences from other shows to shame. It's reminding me, because he's using like this whip thing to attach himself to grapple. It's reminding me of kind of like the ODM gear that they use in Attack on Titan. It's also like the way that the animation is done going through buildings and like the way the framing is and everything. It is reminding me of JJK season 2, but I wouldn't really compare the two at all. Like I wouldn't compare any of those three shows to one another. It's just like little things that are reminding me of other things, I guess. The lighting as well, shadows, everything just looks so good. I think this shot is really interesting to me because I don't know if this is basically telling us that he goes through so much to the point where he almost dies a lot, or if he has some kind of, if you played a Final Fantasy game, you know of a Phoenix Down, if he's got some sort of Phoenix Down where he can be brought back to life. I don't know, because it's not really telling me a whole lot here, but it's really curious because right after it we do see this really scratchy effect of this monster, I guess, with the text as well. Whoever was doing the lyrics for this video also made sure to add real scratchy text as that was happening, and then it's just like a slideshow, I guess, of characters. He uses Purple Hermit right here, I guess, or is it Hermit Purple? I can't remember the order. Seeing him tending his own wounds in a bathroom, in a stall, and then just more action. It's really, I don't know if this series has a lot of depth beyond its action, because the only things I'm really learning from this series, or from this opening is really just the action sequences. It looks like they really just put a lot of time, detail, and attention into the action, and that's kind of what they're trying to sell us on in this opening alone. It's not really giving me a lot of other ideas or kind of the story, if there is much of a story. Like, I'm not saying that it looks shallow, but it definitely looks like it's more trying to sell you on the action than anything in this opening alone, and that's what I'm learning here. And honestly, in terms of action, this is really selling me. I don't really have much to analyze from this opening. Like, it's the lyrics kind of give me this idea that he solo levels, like he levels up himself and he's able to go and do all these things. And I would guess that the reason he's doing this is maybe because his sister, his mother, someone that is very important to him, was taken from him and is now in this monster world, and I would guess maybe he's going there to try to get her back. That's kind of all I have to go here from. So yeah, I don't actually know. I'm not really learning a whole lot from this, sadly. So I might not really speak much more on this. It is a really cool opening. The song kicks ass. Together Tomorrow did a phenomenal job here. The song, the intensity, the high octane energy that it brought, the fact that this was a Korean group singing in Japanese itself is crazy. And I really do think that the job that they did here was incredible. I think that the song and the visuals alongside it really just brought so much energy and so much feeling and action that it was just badass and fun. Oh, they were singing in English? Huh? You're right, they were singing in English. Another thing is that ending with the "Let's Get 'Em" just cutting off right at the end too. It's just making me want more. Like, I don't know how to word that. Like, it just makes me want more. It's kind of like a real just rip the band-aid off kind of moment right at the end, where you think you're going to get back into the swing of the action and it's going to start giving you that high octane, high energy, and instead it just takes it all away and you're left with nothing. That was Solo Leveling, opening number 1. I don't know if there are more. It was just a fun song, and I did love it a lot. I loved the opening, and great job to the team that compiled this whole opening, because it was a lot of fun. What is that? Oh, I really like the visuals for this ending a lot. I love this like old TV look. Ah, find the locker. What's behind the door? This is pretty scary. Oh, I love the 3D in this too. Oh. That 3D looks amazing, actually. Holy shit. This goes so hard. The animation is incredible too. Is this solo leveling? Like, what is this? It is solo leveling, okay. That was insane, holy shit. First of all, the visuals for this ending, the song for this ending, that was insane. That was like, honestly, some of, I want to say like trippiest, but also like kind of disturbing. It just really had this feeling of creepiness, and it made me feel on edge, I guess. Like, it felt like, you know, we were being watched. It was very Truman Show-esque. It was pretty, what is it, Backrooms-esque as well. Like, there were just all these different ideas thrown in there. It was reminding me of the first opening, the only opening actually we checked out for Summer Rendering. It felt really out of left field for solo leveling, but you were down for it. Yeah, no, honestly, like, I was going to say towards the end of when I was talking about this is going to take a lot to beat right here. Like, this is so far from what I've seen, which is not a lot. I have not seen a lot of anime this year. This is maybe the 4th or 5th anime ending that I've seen this year. This is already like my favorite ending of the year. But that could change. There are more that we're going to be checking out throughout this video and the next one. Krage singer, she is half Japanese and Chinese. Oh, that's really cool. She did a phenomenal job here. This was so insane. The song is Request. He's abandoned Dandadan already. The Dandadan ending's really fun, but I really like the Dandadan ending for sure. But there's also like, I did also really like the Kaiju number 8 ending, and I would maybe slightly position that Kaiju number 8 ending over Dandadan's ending. Personally, I just thought that Kaiju number 8 ending brought a real feeling of the fun and camaraderie of the series, which is my favorite part of Kaiju number 8 when I'm reading it. It's the characters and the fun feelings that those characters bring, the relationships that they bring. I feel like that ending really brought that kind of feeling, which is my favorite part of the whole series. So that's why I really, really enjoyed that Kaiju ending. Dandadan's ending I think is great too. I love that it showcases the little mini stories that take place after some of the manga volumes about Turbo Granny finding the cat and everything. There's also the One Piece ending that I've seen as well from this year, but it's a nice song, but visually it's not really got a whole lot going on. This ending right here, this ending is absolutely incredible. It has this really cool look to it. I'll be honest, I saw this shot right here while I was like watching it at the very beginning, and it's not a series I've read, but it's a series I plan to read. I had the first volume. I thought this was like 20th Century Boys related, and I was like, nah, it can't be. There's no 20th Century Boys anime, because I know that there's a character that kind of has this eye thing anyway. Yeah, the look of this opening, you know, having this really 2D and 3D look, the fact that it's the whole opening is 4:3 and we focus a lot on these TVs that we see, the character is being watched. I wonder if this is our main character right here. I would imagine so, but I don't know then what is happening here. Is he the kind of subject of some sort of experiment? They're watching him, they're seeing exactly what he does. It's being done in this really creepy way. He seems to be aware of the camera, but at the same time he just gets on with it. At the same time, it's not comparable whatsoever, but it's also reminding me of Old Boy, like in the sense that he's being held here against his will. Oh, you said Old Boy as well. He's in the Old Boy rooms. It's making me think of Old Boy in the sense that he knows he's being watched, but he can't do anything about it. But at the same time, maybe this opening is just, or I keep saying opening. I very rarely check out endings in this channel, so if I say opening, you know I mean ending. I don't know if this ending is more metaphoric and that none of this even takes place, none of this is at all relevant or important for what happens in the series itself. The fact that that Pinecino said when we were checking out the opening that this series is one that really shines in its hand-to-hand combat, I think he said. So the fact that we see no combat in this opening at all, and it's really just focusing on the dismay and the awful things and the just real creepy vibes that are happening within this, it's just really cool to me. The opening for Solo Leveling I thought was insane. I thought the animation looked incredible. I thought the song was amazing. But this ending right here, this is what's selling me on this series. And I don't know if this ending is at all comparable to what you see in the series at all. But this ending right here is honestly, it's selling me really hard already on the series. I just love the creepy vibes. It's the exact reason why I really want to watch Summertime Rendering, because it also gave me these vibes and this real feeling of unsettlement, this real feeling of being unsettled, and just this deeper mystery that isn't tackled but is there and it's present, and you can maybe start to analyze and figure out some of the mysteries and just stuff like that. It really gives me that sense, and I absolutely adore that about this, because I'm someone who loves to theorize. I'm someone who loves to just sit down and try and figure out the mysteries of what's happening. Images like this with a tree in a room, like that's creepy as hell. I don't know what that's about. It's like, it doesn't even look like it's growing out of the ground. It's just like placed there. It's just making me really want to know more about this. I do love the 3D that was incorporated in this ending. I love the look of the character. He just looks really straight-faced and just getting on with it. He doesn't really question it by the looks of things. But at the same time, like once he's in this hallway and the lyrics are asking mirror, mirror or are you the truth? And he sees a matchlight. He's just staring down this endless hallway. It's giving Eden's Garden vibes. Yeah, you can say that, absolutely. Just this lone tree, absolutely, yeah. And then we see this other character who's watching all these TVs, seeing all these different visuals that we saw within the ending itself, and suddenly the tree lights up, it's on fire, and it's kind of symbolic of the sense of that there's no freedom, beauty in nature is gone, it's dead, and it's just now this blue screen, static, and he just starts to run, he's screaming, he's distraught, he's got those kind of like the eyes that, you know, those bug eyes that you see in anime. Like, I'm picturing Shinji in End of Evangelion, you know, screaming. That's what I see when I see these kind of like bug eyes, these crazy look. The lyrics, what level in a dungeon I can't escape. I guess also like solo leveling, the fact that he's solo in this kind of apartment complex, whatever it is, and he's going through the different levels of the apartment. Maybe that's kind of like a double entendre, I guess, of like solo leveling, solo going through the levels, the lyrics talking about what level, calling this place a dungeon. Yeah, I don't know, like I know that you left it vague and didn't give me the answer as to how he leveled up, and I didn't want to know the answer either, as in how he got to the point that he's at, but I can only wonder if this ending then is also metaphoric, and that this whole going through the levels is part of that metaphor. But at the same time, I can't imagine it is, because it's so unique and so like telling a story that I can't imagine it's all metaphoric. It has to be telling us something. He's trying to reach a door, and right as the door opens, we see the title of the series, Solo Leveling. And yeah, absolutely incredible, phenomenal ending right here. This is going to be a very hard one to beat. I thought the Dungeon Meshi ending we just checked out was really fun, but this as a whole package ending, this feels like it had a lot of production and a lot of creativity behind it, and I really love this ending a lot. This is making me want to check out the series. I guess if there is some inspiration from Oldboy for solo leveling, I don't know if there is, that would be then pretty cool, because one of the big scenes that everyone remembers from Oldboy is that one shot action sequence where we're just watching the hallway scene happen. So for an action series, I imagine solo leveling also has some crazy animated or action sequences. All right, here we go. Opening number 2 of Solo Leveling. Oh, okay. He's so cool though. Rise from the Shadow, Season 2. Okay, building in chains. The gang is here. Oh, who's she? Is she the girl we saw briefly in opening 1? Oh shit, what was... Okay. The animation yet again looks bonkers. Oh, what's that? Some potion of sorts? A ring on a chain. Okay. Oh, he's so cool though. It's so flashy. I'm glad they kept like the opening animation just insane. Okay. Is that the okay. So the guy we see right at the end there, this is the guy that we saw in ending 1. Are they the same person? The cool guy that we see like near the beginning, him, are they the same person? Because this guy looks like he has a slimmer face, maybe. That actually, I don't know. I can't really tell. But they might be different people, but at the same time, this might have been him before he went and did his solo leveling, you know? So I'm really just curious about what the series actually is. I'm now definitely wondering if this is a series with like much deeper layers than what I initially thought when I checked out that first opening. The first opening definitely made me think that this was just, and especially like the description that Pinecino shared. I thought that this was going to be a series about this guy who just gets OP and goes in and basically does all this crazy shit. But I'm now wondering if, because we did see a girl in opening 1 briefly, and I questioned whether he loses her and he has to go rescue her, or she is killed during this invasion, if he maybe like levels up exponentially essentially to the point where he can solo beat the shit out of these guys and go in and just do whatever he can, and it's kind of like a revenge thing, or if he is actually going to rescue her. And the chain with a ring on it that we see a little later on definitely made me think that. If I could find it, there it is. Obviously something that you wear around you when, I feel like a lot of times when we see stuff like this, it's someone has lost someone and this ring was important to that person, or that ring symbolizes that person that they lost, whether it's a wedding ring that of someone that they lost, or it's their wedding ring to someone that they lost that they're now wearing around their neck to symbolize the importance of that person or that character to them. So I'm wondering if that's what that symbolizes. A lot of this was very action based, so there's not really a whole lot to pause on to kind of analyze from that. I think it's really cool that we got to see a lot more characters this time around. Like, I don't think we really saw any of these characters in the first opening. Maybe we did, but I feel like that first opening was really just focused on our main character. Can't remember his name, apologies. Just going through these mountains of enemies, these huge enemies, and just beating them down and shit. And then we got to see shots of him, I guess, drinking potions and just being alone. And then there were flashes of like a girl and stuff like that. So it's cool that in opening 2 we get to see a lot more of the world, of the characters, and it's really showcasing the world of this series, opposed to in opening 1 where it was just in this one city, this one area in the city. So I think that's really cool, and I really do appreciate that when an opening, the more the openings go on, they kind of show you more and entice you a little more. I wonder if what we're seeing in this opening is new for the anime as well, and they haven't been to these places yet that we're seeing in this opening, and that this is kind of like enticing for anime viewers as well, that they're getting to see these new things, and this is a little tease for them. So that's really interesting, and I think that that's a curious question that I've got now. And I'm reading here that this opening was ReawakeR by Lisa, which is crazy because at the very beginning I was like, this definitely sounds like Lisa, but I didn't say it because anytime I've asked, is this Lisa, I have been so wrong. So I guess I need to just start asking, because I'll be right once every 15 times perhaps. So this was ReawakeR by Lisa, featuring Felix of Stray Kids. So I think that's really cool that we get to see a Lisa opening in the year of 2025. Already she has graced us with an opening, and it was a very fun one. I really did enjoy it. I really did like the song, but I was more interested in the visuals of this opening. Like, that's what I was really concentrating on, because it was showing quite a bit that I was trying to learn. I was trying to figure out what I was seeing, but at the same time I feel like I didn't learn a whole lot here. So we got to see this thing, this person. I don't know who this is or what this is, but they are looking kind of kaiju number 8 I don't know if that makes sense. It's the blue glow with the scaling is reminding me of kaiju number 8. The big plume on top, very cool looking, and the big ass like black cape. It's just a really badass and cool looking look. I wonder if this is a character that's on our side or not, because if this is an enemy or antagonist, they look very threatening and very ominous, and I'd be really wondering then where they are, what's happening here. Like, are they in this like alien world that the humans have counter invaded into, or have they invaded Earth once more? And what's happening here, the kind of locations that we see here, it looks like normal Earth. Like, it looks like a normal place that you would go to on Earth, but at the same time, wait, what was that? Okay, I'm not going to get it again, but she looks cool. I really like her look. She looks like a badass. We did see a section right at the beginning where it's this building covered in chains, so I don't know what that's about. It's weirdly reminding me of an area that you go to near the beginning of one of the DLCs in Dark Souls 2. It's reminding me of that. I think it's like the first DLC, maybe it's the second, I can't remember. It's what it's reminding me of, you know, that big chain linking to the building. Getting to see all these characters, really, really fun and cool and really insightful. And getting to see them fighting, it's really awesome too. I love getting to see them fight. This is what I tried to pause on earlier. I don't know what this is. Let me see if I can put it back a little. Okay, yeah, that didn't really tell me anything. The little like dots, it's kind of reminding me of okay, that was a transition. It showed coins dropping and then it turned into those, and then they transition into this big glow, and it shows this, it looks like a potion or elixir or something. I wonder if I mentioned this in the first ending. I was like, are there like Phoenix Down type things in this world where they can resurrect someone with a potion? And I wonder if that's what this is. I wonder if they want to bring someone back to life, or if they're trying to do something like that. And that's what this mix, this elixir, this potion, this whatever it is happens to be. Or if this is something else entirely. But it looks to be very important because it does kind of focus on it for a little bit here. Let me see. Does she have a ring on? I don't see a ring on any of her fingers, so I don't know if she's the one, because right after this shot with her we do see the chain with a ring on it. So it's definitely leaving me with more questions than answers, but I think that's cool because this yet again has made me really interested in the series to the point where I need to know more, but I don't want to spoil myself, so I won't learn more unless I actually watch this series. But I like the kind of beast designs. I feel like that thing we saw earlier, the blue guy, might actually be on our side because he's fighting the other things, it looks like. So I think that's really cool. I think that our main character just looks like an absolute badass here. You can pause on any frame and he's just like ripping ass. He's like ripping ass. That's not what I meant. He's not farting. He's actually shitting all over them. Like, he's beating their asses, and it's just really cool and fun to see. I love the animation. They did a great job here. A smashed in pomegranate with ants coming to it. Let me know what that symbolizes, because that definitely looks very important symbolism wise, but I can't quite figure it out. I wonder if the chains are just to help them get to places faster, but then we do see it pan out and it shows this really, really dark and grim and really nasty looking landscape. So it's kind of like this glitchy kind of look where we see like there's two different worlds, two different things, and he's standing on top of both of them. And I wonder if that's kind of reminiscent on what he went through, perhaps in the ending, if that is even the same character. But yeah, really, really cool opening. I love this a lot, honestly. And I'm really now excited to check out the ending, because I just need to know if that ending is going to be anything like the first ending, or if we're going to get something else entirely. Because that first ending really did it really made me interested, so I want to see. But yeah, great opening from Lisa and Felix from Stray Kids, and I'm ready now to check out the ending 2 for Solo Leveling. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will jump right into this right now. Alright, so here we go, ending 2 for Solo Leveling. Oh shit, okay. Oh, we're back to the... This is very loud. I might have to turn this down a little. Oh, the throne. He's coming for the throne. Holy shit. Blood? Is this TK? That sounded very TK. Solo leveling. Aw. Oh, this is badass. Oh, this is so cool. He's like sitting on the throne. Yep. Yeah. Are they the same person? Blood, it looks like. Could be wine. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that was so good. So yeah, this might be a song that I'm adding to my Spotify playlist. I just love. Is this TK? That sounded so TK. I just love a good TK banger. And let me just look it up. That was On Apex by TK from Ling, tosite, sigure. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the band, but it's LTS, we all know. Yeah, no, this ending really just had so much going on. It brought back the look and kind of style at times, the sort of look of ending one where, you know, there was a lot of 3D in there, and it really just showcased a lot of real questionable, like, what is actually happening here, sort of symbolism or imagery. Like, it didn't really maybe it does follow a story, and people who watch the series or people who have read the series, maybe this is also actually spoilers or real for people who are only watching the anime. Maybe this is symbolizing something that comes later, but for people watching the series or people who have read it, this maybe makes a lot of sense, and what you're seeing maybe actually does follow some sort of story. But this just looked like a lot of random things thrown about there that were really cool. Like, it kind of get these ideas opposed to showing you a story. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm gonna go through it now. And yeah, so starting off with the screens again, and then showing him walking, showing then the room, as well as the throne. So it's making me wonder now if, so ending one ended with the door being opened, and this ending almost starts with us walking towards that same door, it looks like. So I'm wondering then if the fact it shows a throne right after indicates that if these are the same character, the guy that we see. That's what I've been assuming this entire time. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but that's kind of context clues of what I'm going off of here. So if he is walking towards this throne and he's walking towards the door at the same time, it's almost like he needs to get past his old self, or he needs to, like, basically kill off his old self in order to reach the top of the mountain and get to the point where he wants to be or needs to be. He does look a lot emotionless, a lot more emotionless in the opening and in this, where he's, you know, walking towards the throne and stuff. Like, he does look pretty emotionless in shots like these, and pretty much the entire time he's just got a straight face. He's kind of looking down or just straight ahead, and he's not really giving away a lot of how he's feeling or what he's thinking. Whereas when we do see the guy, yeah, so we see him, like, it's going towards the door and he's sitting down and a glass falls off with potentially blood in it, so it's kind of symbolizing, like, killing off or dying. Yeah, it's making me wonder then what's happening, because like I said, the other guy that's in the room has this really, like, crazy face. Like, he looks absolutely distraught, or like he's been through some shit. Like, he is gone. He is so far gone, it's actually unbelievable. And let me see the eyes. Do the eyes line up at all? Like, yeah, I can't tell at all, but like, it's really interesting that it's showing two different characters, or two different sides of the same character, perhaps what he went through before and what he is doing now. Because this could also be, I did mention that maybe the girl was taken or something, but maybe this young guy, like the guy with the kind of fluffier looking hair, maybe he's someone who's really important to our main character, and he was taken, or he's kind of like captured, or he was killed, or some crazy shit has happened, and we're seeing him in this, like, back rooms looking area behind, like, locked in a room and stuff, and our main character here is trying to get to him. Like, it's really, really weird and interesting in a great way. I love the weirdness, and I love the questions that it's giving me, because it's really just making me want to know and want to dive into this head first. Like, I don't know if this is the sort of series that does have these questions and these mysteries that really keep you guessing the entire series, or if it's more so just like an action series with some mystery attached alongside it. Because I love a good mystery, and I've been really dying to find the next mystery show or series that I can theorize over, just stuff like that, for a while now. So yeah, it's just really making me question what the series actually is, what it's about, and what the deeper layers and deeper meanings to the series are, because this was insane yet again. The endings are just absolutely incredible for this series. The openings as well are amazing for showcasing the action, showcasing the animation, showcasing characters, and showcasing the world and lighting and everything. But the endings are my bread and butter. This shit goes hard and I loved it. I love this TK ending. This TK ending goes, oh, it was so good. I love a good TK opening or ending. I've been listening a lot lately to TK's ending for Chainsaw Man, funnily enough, and it's so good. And yeah, it's just, it almost reminded me of that, I guess, with like this similar like heaviness, but that's almost a TK trait at this point with like the heaviness in the background. So yeah, absolutely bonkers, insane ending. I'm just really questioning all this symbolism. I wonder if he is actually dead, killed off, or dying or something, because it looked like he was basically dead in the first ending, or maybe it was opening, like he was just lying there, blood all over him. We're seeing in this, we see him in the room, and then a glass falls off the table, and then it shows him lying on the table with wine or blood coming off of him. So yeah, it's really, really interesting, and it has a lot of cool imagery, and it leaves me with a lot of burning questions that I may never know the answer to unless I watch the series. And please don't spoil for me in the comments, guys, because I hate spoilers more than anything, and this has interested me enough that I would want to watch the series. So yeah, I know I've been talking about it for quite a while now, but this will 100% be in the poll so that you guys can potentially vote on this series if you would like to see me check this out. Episode reactions for this, starting obviously episode 1 season 1. So yeah, I think I might wrap this up. Badass song, badass visuals, so cool. It's honestly a huge flex that Solo Leveling has Lisa on the opening and TK on the ending. That's mind-blowing, honestly. Those are two huge names, two of the biggest names in the game right now in terms of anime openings and endings, and that's a huge flex on how huge and popular Solo Leveling is, and the fact that they lended their voices and skills to this series with an opening and ending as amazing as these are. So yeah, great job to Lisa, great job TK, great job to A1 Pictures for another great set of openings and endings. And yeah, I will be back with more videos like this very soon. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Maybe let me know something that I might want to look at. Maybe leave a timestamp and be like, you should maybe look at this or something, but don't be too explicit with spoilers. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, who knows? Just don't give away anything, I guess. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, like I said already, letting me know your favorite in this video, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Take care.